No Standing 8 Boxing Podcast. We discuss every organization and weight class with your host, Bronx Bomber, educated with the craft. Punch a topic hard like heavyweights, hitting the bag from the top rank to the upcoming. Washed up to the dark horse, champs, #1 contenders. Quick jab or sharp cross, we your source. Come get it. Tuning in, you can have it. Internationally known, our information is valid. See, we on a higher plane, no 2 episodes the same. We get better as we train, so on top we remain. Come join the conversation, this insight you'll gain. And then outside of the rain, we do the damn thing.
All right, hey, champ, I want to, on behalf of New York Fights, I want to say thanks for taking time out your busy schedule to be with us today. And if you're good with it, we'll jump right to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, thank you for doing the interview.
All right, well, first and foremost, champ, how are you feeling and how is training camp coming along?
I'm feeling great, amazing. Training camp has been going on schedule as planned, so I'm just excited.
Great, great. And listen, this is your first world title shot. So, what were your emotions when you got that call saying that you finally, after all the hard work in your career, finally get a chance to fight for a world title?
I was ecstatic. I was excited. You know, it's been a long time coming. You know, you're patient in this game, and boxing is not an easy sport, and there's a lot of ups and downs. And then finally, from a little kid to years in the professional ranks and all the politics involved, to finally get that world title shot was just a dream come true.
I bet, man. And listen, you were quoted as saying that this is the biggest fight of your career, but you're no stranger to the bright stage of the big lights. You fought Vasily Lomachenko, and what did you take away from that fight, fighting Lomachenko, that you could maybe probably use in this fight?
I took a lot in the sense of my first time going 12 rounds. I know what it's like to go 12 rounds. I know what I need to work on and adjust. And like I said, I've been under the lights before with that fight, so that prepared me into another big fight. You know, I know what's to come. There won't be no phase. I wasn't phased for that fight either. But just an experience under my belt, you know, that makes it a lot smoother transition.
Listen, you and Teofimo aren't strangers, and you know Teo is going to be Teo when it's coming to interviews, and you know he has a lot to say. He says that you guys fought in the amateurs and that you're a tough fighter. He remembers you from back then. He also said, I quote, to the boxing fans around the world, I look to not only dominate and break down Jamaine Ortiz, but to do it in such a fashion that my division will be put on alert. What do you say about those comments?
He could think that. I think he got another thing coming. I feel like it's going to be the other way around. I think I'm going to end up knocking Teo out, and then I'm going to be the big dog at 140.
And without giving any fight plan away, you just say you plan on knocking him out. How does Team Ortiz plan on doing that?
That I can't say. I just know new weight class, fresh, gonna feel stronger, better, more energy. So I'm excited.
Gotcha. Are you doing anything differently to prepare for this fight that you've done in the past?
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of different things.
And as far as your training camp goes, have you brought anybody in to kind of mimic the explosiveness and that crafty footwork that Teofimo does?
Yeah, I got sparring partners to mimic that. I brought in some sparring partners for sure.
Great. And do you see any flaws in Teofimo? Do you plan on exploiting on fight night?
Yeah, I think every fighter got some flaws.
What specific about Teo do you think?
I can't say.
You just got to fill it out that night.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'll show the world the flaws that day.
You show the flaws that day. Gotcha. You're considered an underdog going to this fight. What do you say to perhaps the critics that maybe don't give you a chance of winning this fight?
gonna be another upset. How they always have me as the underdog in my previous fights, and it just gives me more motivation. It gives me more hunger to prove all them doubters wrong.
What is it that us as fans, media, and perhaps Teofimo Lopez don't know about Jamaine Ortiz?
That when under the circumstances and in the moment to bring it out, Jamaine Ortiz will bring it out, and he will do whatever he has to do to win.
Champ, listen, I know you're busy, and we're going to wrap this interview up. You've answered all my questions. I thank you for being generous. So I'm going to give you the last word. What is it that you finally want to tell the fans, tell all everybody's going to watch this fight about this fight and about Jamaine Ortiz?
I want everybody to tune in. It's gonna be fireworks. I promise it's gonna be one of the best fights of the year, and it's gonna be a big upset coming. Big upset coming.
Great. Well, I wish you all the best that night. I'll be watching. I'm sure thousands of fans will be watching. And thank you again on behalf of New York Fights for taking this interview with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No Standing 8 Boxer Podcast. We discuss every organization and